currently standing in one of the world's most diverse tide pools.
And today, I'm on a mission to catch every animal living here. From hidden cracks to slippery rocks.
Holy
most of these creatures are surprisingly delicious. But here's the twist. I've challenged a tide pool expert to see who can catch and cook the best meal. So here's how this is gonna work. The goal is to catch 3 main ingredients from this tide pool. Whatever we catch, we have to turn into a seafood chowder. And at the end of the day, only one of us will walk away with the title Best Tide Pool Chef. So let the hunt begin.
Normally we'd be splitting up, but because the tide is coming in really fast, it's a little dangerous.
We have to be super careful navigating these rocks because one wrong step could have us laying flat on our backs.
This is like the most slippery rock. Look at Kevin, he's already up there. No waiting for the beginners here.
And as I was making my way up to Kevin, this happened.
You might want to come up,
Oh my God. That was close. I was just right there.
Try to orient your body a little bit to the side so you can keep watching the water. You got your back to the ocean, which is like rule number 1.
Kevin is referring to rule number 1. Always face the ocean.
This area is a little dangerous right now, don't you think?
A little sketchy, man.
Let's get the mussels we need and get out of here.
These mussels are an important ingredient necessary for our meals. And my main focus is making sure I can safely harvest more than Kevin.
How's the size on this one?
Perfect.
Oh my God, yo, Kevin, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta roll.
As you guys can see, these waves are going to make this challenge even more difficult. If we get caught in the wrong spot and the tide rises, we can actually die. But now that we've successfully harvested our first ingredient, it's time for Kevin and I to split up to really put our skills to the test.
So this is called a poke pole. We use a long pole, short leader, short line, hook, and squid. Works excellent at low tide underneath the rocks. Great for eels, great for rockfish.
So right under this rock, I actually just found a starfish, and it looks like we aren't the only ones that are after the mussels.
While starfish may look slow and peaceful, there are several carnivorous species which eat animals that can't run from them. From the mussels' perspective, it must be like having a dream where a killer is chasing you and you're running, but not actually going anywhere.
You can see just holding it, it's like a giant ball of mussel. The only thing is that they're kind of going extinct. Look, I actually just found another one. It's a totally different color. And then make sure you put them back in the water so they don't dry out. Dude, these waves are huge. This is so dangerous.
We don't have a whole lot of time.
We keep mentioning time because tide pool conditions are best when it's low tide, which only lasts for about 2 hours. And as you can see from the waves rolling in, our time is ticking fast.
Kevin thinks that I'm foraging mussels right now, but I actually just found a secret ingredient that I think is gonna help me win this cook-off. This is all edible seaweed. This is beautiful. I don't wanna get too much, only what I'll need for my dish. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God. Thank God I have waders on. I need to get out of here. This is dangerous. Holy. Oh, he just got wrecked.
That was like a full-on somersault.
Mother Nature is not messing around. Luckily, we're both okay for now, but Kevin did get scraped up on that fall. Maybe if he would have followed tide pool rule number 2, he wouldn't have gotten hurt. That isn't gonna stop us though. We're both determined to win this competition, and I'm pretty excited to show Kevin the secret ingredients I just found. But I'm not telling him the advantage I have for our cooking competition until we're out of the tide pools. Because what I forgot to mention is that whoever loses this cooking competition will be facing an extreme punishment. So I need to take every advantage I can get.
One of the most important ingredients for our dishes is a crab. We're hoping to catch a red rock crab. As easy as it sounds, they don't just grow on trees, we have to catch them. The first step is to bait your crab trap. Once the trap is baited, you're gonna toss it into an area that looks like it may have crabs in there. All right, well now it's there, we just kind of gotta wait.
While we wait on that crab trap, it's time to split up and get back to the hunt.
This is a beautiful turban snail, and you're allowed to take 35 per day, but we won't wind up eating 35 in a day, so I'm only gonna take like 20. But these are super, super good, man. I just got so many turban snails. This is a fire ingredient.
And with one delicious ingredient after another, I started to get curious if we had anything in our crab trap.
Time to see if we have anything. Gotta go fast so he gets trapped in there. Ah, man. Oh, there was a crab right there. Ah, the crab was on the bottom. He wasn't in the trap, he was under the trap.
Kevin and I are running out of time, and so far we've been able to catch some really good stuff. But we still need to find 2 key ingredients to make the best chowder possible.
The tide is coming in super fast right now. We only have about 30 minutes left. I wanna win this competition, all right? I'm not gonna be the guy caught with an eel pole in my hand and no food. I refuse to lose, baby. It is really hard to walk and film at the same time, I'll tell you that much. Look at this position I'm in right now. I'm spread eagle.
Yeah, I'm just probing underneath these rocks, just trying to find a house. So a little hole that'll open up into a bigger chamber that might have eels or fish underneath it. At the same time, I gotta keep looking over my shoulder since the caves are oriented this way, but the waves are gonna come from that way.
Oh my God, I'm actually gassed. This is a lot of work.
Which wouldn't have happened if I listened to tide pool rule number 3, always go slow.
Check it out. These are gooseneck barnacles. They're actually delicious. Unfortunately, the Department of California says that these are protected. You're not allowed to harvest these here, even though they're delicious. Oh, man.
But my efforts weren't for nothing. I did find something that will help me win this cook-off.
I found what I was looking for, which is a limpet. This is my personal favorite seafood I could find out of the tide pools. The only thing about them is that they're incredibly difficult to get off the rocks, so I'm gonna teach you how. So I need the palm of my hand right here. And just like that, that's how you get them.
Limpets can apply up to 200 pounds of suction force if they realize they're being abducted.
On top of that, like you see a bunch of little ones here, it's really important that as you're harvesting these, you don't take all the ones from the same area. You want them to be able to grow so that more people could harvest these for generations to come.
Got a fish. Just a baby. Be very careful getting them out. That's a baby cabezon right there. Oh. Bye-bye, buddy. Too small anyway.
And oh, I found one. I found the big boys right here. It looks like no one's harvested these. Now it's important I don't take all of them, so I'm just gonna take a couple of the big ones. Okay, so. Ah! Ah! Man, they're so strong. Ah! How is this possible? I'm like 200 pounds. Let's take our time. I definitely botched this group. Now they're all scared, except this one. I don't think he knows I'm here. Oh, I got him. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right here. Dude, this one, pro limpet. This one, ow. Dude, these hurt to harvest. It's also illegal to harvest these with a knife. You have to do it with your hand, so. I'm gonna have to go find new ones. These guys are just not coming off the rock. I'm really not having a whole lot of luck. I wonder how Kevin's doing.
Just barely legal. All right, that's a nice male brown rock crab. You can tell it's a male because it has a narrow apron, pointed apron right here. Got to be 4 inches across the longest axis of the shell, and he's just over 4, so he is legal.
And of course, Kevin stumbled across this beautiful creature.
Bring him on out. That right there is a kelp crab. Beautiful big one too. That's a male. They're tough, they're tricky because they got a lot longer of a reach, these kelp crabs, so they can really get a hold of you. Just gonna give him something to grab. Keep him occupied, there you go.
And that's the difference between an expert and an amateur, because when I see a kelp crab, I go in fingers first.
I just found a crab. Oh my God, do you guys see that? You guys see that crab right there? Of course, I don't have any equipment. I just gotta use my hands. There's another one right there. I can't mess this up. First of all, I gotta put all my limpets down. So we're gonna put my limpets here. Oh man, it would really suck to get pinched. I don't know how fast this species is either. I've never caught this one. Oh my God. Guys, where are my limpets? My limpets! Oh God.
I may have just lost all of my limpets, which really sucks, but there's still another crab I have my eyes on.
So I'm actually gonna let him, oh my God, no, he's fast, he's fast. What do I do? I was not prepared to catch this. Okay, you know what? This one's small. I'm gonna let him go. He's gonna go up that way. I'm gonna secure this crab in under 2 seconds and catch this crab too. You ready? If I get pinched, I'm so screwed. Okay. So this one, letting him go. This one, grabbing by both claws, extracting by his claws. Where'd the other one go? Okay, that sucks. But he can't be far, right? Oh, this one's so big. This one's so scary.
And then that way, theoretically, you can get underneath him. They're quicker than the rock crab too. There we go. Man, struggle is real. Beautiful color on these guys too. I mean, this is another male, so he's got that pointed apron there. That's about as big as they get, the northern kelp crab.
Damn, and my limpets are gone too. They have to be here. Oh, here's one. One of my limpets. Oh, no. Wow, all that progress I just made lost. Okay, let's try to get back safely right now. It's actually really hard navigating through here with a crab in your hand that's looking to get you.
Well, I successfully caught the crab, but at what cost? I lost a lot of my progress when I misplaced my ingredients, and on top of that, my feet are severely hurting from these boots that are too small, which wouldn't be happening if I followed tide pool rule number 4, always test equipment. I really hope that I could pull it together and beat Kevin in this competition, but it's time to regroup and show him what I've caught.
Hey, Kevin.
Yo.
Guess what I found?
What'd you found?
I found one of the main ingredients.
Nice.
What have you been catching?
Got
Oh, wow. You're just going to show me how I double my catch. Whatever, man. Did you use your traps or your hands for those? All right.
Well, he may be doing a little better than I am, but this competition isn't over yet. We still have a cook-off with all of these creatures we're finding. Now it's time to measure all the crabs we got to make sure they're the legal size to take home.
It's so important to keep sustainability in mind anytime you're out in the wild. We could legally take all these crabs, but if we take them all, there won't be any for future generations. I only need one crab to beat him in the cook-off, so, you know.
Wishful thinking, man. You need one crab and all the luck in the world.
We were on our way back to base camp when Kevin spotted something last minute.
Ooh, nice, nice.
This is a gaper clam. It will add a salty, savory flavor to the chowder.
You know how I got that?
Just looking?
No, because I got experience.
It's important to remember we're not just doing this for fun. I'm here to assert my dominance and claim the title Best Tide Pool Chef. And to ensure that I take the lead, I've hired my best friend as the judge. Gotta tip the odds in my favor somehow, am I right?
On either side of me are two gentlemen that think they deserve the title Best Tide Pool Chef. On the right, you may know him as Nick Kratka, a complete amateur. He's known for not seasoning his food, eating poop out of lobsters, and not using his taste buds. On the left, we have Kevin Smith. He's been foraging all his life, and he's been making seafood chowder for over 3 decades with these specific ingredients. Each of you gentlemen will have 30 minutes to complete this challenge. Ordinarily, this competition would be a blowout. So we're giving Nick an additional 10 minutes in the beginning to start off this competition.
You're gonna need it, buddy.
Oh, what? Get out, bro, get out of here. It's time for my 10 minutes to start. Okay, to take advantage of the 10 minutes that I have over Kevin the best, all I need to do is prep everything. I think that's how I'm gonna win this. So we're gonna start off by getting these mussels. They have something called a beard, and this is how they attach to the rocks. We need to cut these off, otherwise they're gonna be pretty nasty in the chowder. So you take a knife, and then you're gonna put your knife right up to the beard, and you're just gonna go ahead and clean the beard like that. Sometimes you'll miss a little bit.
There better not be any of that beard in my chowder.
Okay, all right, I'll go faster. So another thing that a lot of people don't pay attention to is when you're store buying mussels, they will almost never have barnacles on them. And because these are wild caught, a bunch of barnacles are on them. And as you're boiling them, these will naturally fall off. They're gonna be a lot of unnecessary crunches in your chowder. Kevin, how do you remove the barnacles from these wild caught mussels, bro?
Well, this is a competition, so I'm...
Bro, give me some tip or something.
Well, it looks like I'm off to a rough start. But I got some help from Kevin and cleaned up my mussels. And now it's time for the real competition to begin.
Kevin can enter the competition in 5, 4,
All right, I'm all
3,
prepped. I'm
2,
good. I'm feeling confident.
1. Welcome in, Kevin. Good luck.
You're going right for the turban snails. All right, I almost forgot about the turban snails. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so
If you guys thought I was an amateur in the tide pools, just wait until you see me attempt to cook. And because I really don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on Kevin to get some inspiration. And by that, I mean straight up copy him.
I'm gonna start boiling my turban snails as well. All right, I'll be honest. I don't know how long I'm supposed to boil these snails for, so I'm just gonna watch Kevin and boil them the same amount of time he does. What is that?
You just got gas going. Nick, it works better when you light the stove.
How do I do that? Even though Kevin thinks that he's ahead, he's actually very behind because he still has beards on his muscles. So we're just gonna move all of my seafood over here to the side. Bro, can you be louder with your muscles over there? What is going on?
Shut up, I'm trying to think, man.
How are you making your chowder?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Come on, give me a hint. Just give me the, what is the base?
I am gonna start with the essential ingredient, which is bacon.
Bacon.
Give it a nice smoky layer.
Every recipe I saw online called for bacon. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do the bacon. As a matter of fact, I actually planned, instead of using bacon as my base, I wanted to use the mussels as a base. A little bit different of a game plan. All right, I feel like this is enough carrots. We're gonna put this to the side, and now I'm gonna start prepping my celery. Boom. We don't want a whole lot. We just want the flavor. No one really likes celery.
I'm almost done prepping my vegetables, and it's clear to me that I'm gonna need an advantage in this competition. So I'm left with no choice but to sabotage Kevin.
Son of a gun.
Listen, it's a competition, man. I'm not here to play. Oh, onions make me cry every freaking time. Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna start by rinsing off my board and not leaving a bunch of sandy mess in with my vegetables. And then I'm gonna start prepping my veggies.
This timer is moving quicker than I thought it would, and neither of us have begun to cook our seafood yet. But when I see an opportunity, I take it.
I wanna get rid of the ends on the celery. Celery, you son of a gun, you
Oh, what?
stole my potatoes. You need every advantage you can get. 10 minutes early wasn't enough, huh?
Bro,
Don't worry.
I come to win, bro. I'm not playing around here.
I want to make something very clear as well. I like my seafood very tender.
This is Joe. He's never judged a food competition before, so there is a chance that if I cook my dish correctly and add quite a bit of salt, I could win this thing.
How are your turban snails doing?
Oh my God, my snails, bro. When did he take his snails off? Okay. Ow, it's hot. It's super hot. Oh man, you know, Kevin's station is looking so much cleaner than mine. I need to organize.
I'm really hoping I can pull this together into something edible because it feels like everything I'm doing is going wrong.
Oh my God, I forgot butter. Do you have butter I could borrow, bro?
I do have butter, but
let me borrow.
Am I gonna let you borrow?
You know what? I don't need your butter. All right, we're gonna go with this olive oil because Kevin doesn't like to share. Now that these snails are finally done, I need to pick them and work. Oh, crap.
How do you feel with Nick's advantage of 10 minutes? Do you feel like you're behind?
I feel like he should have had 20.
Bro, all right. Oh man, I really wish I boiled more snails. This is not looking like a whole lot of yield for me.
Yield refers to the amount of consumable mass you get from harvesting anything. You get a lot of yield out of a crab because there's so much meat in them. But when dealing with a snail the size of your pinky, it's a whole different story.
We're at the 20-minute marker, gentlemen.
Oh my God, dude, nothing is even on the stove yet.
This cook-off is really coming down to the wire. Kevin is leagues ahead of me, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure I get ahead. First, I throw in my vegetables and turban snails so that I can get a nice sear. After having some trouble with the salt shaker,
oh my gosh, my hands are so slimy. How do you use those things?
I'm able to salt and season the pan. But then something happens that I didn't prepare for. Kevin brought his own secret ingredient.
What is that? What do you have in here?
It's just water.
Just water?
Don't worry.
What are you doing with
Just
it?
water and black trumpet mushrooms that I foraged in the forest.
These mushrooms are one of the most flavorful on the planet. And Kevin introducing them to his dish makes me a massive underdog. But I can't give up. I keep pushing on. I forgot to cut my garlic, which I do gracefully, only because I lost my cutting board. Meanwhile, Kevin adds his own bacon base, which smells delicious. I try to sabotage him again, but it doesn't work out too well for me.
This ain't my
That was
first
boiling
rodeo.
water, bro? I was trying to steal a mushroom just now and I burned my hand.
That's what happens when you try to steal stuff. Caught red-handed, man.
I start to boil my mussels so that they can cook through easily while also being easier to open. After switching spots with Kevin, we both start to add more and more to our chowders. I throw in milk and heavy whipping cream while Kevin puts in his vegetables. I steal some of his butter even though I didn't need it earlier, but karma was swift to get back to me.
Oh my God, that was not the move at all. But butter is very important for clam chowder. Now I'm gonna put my crabs in there that they've been steaming for a while. I'm also gonna wind up saving the water from this and using it in my chowder because it has all that seafoody flavor from all these things being boiled in it. So now we're gonna start to work on the base of this chowder.
Well, I walked away from my pan. I've got just a little more color than I'd like on maybe the onions. Everything else looks wonderful.
What I'm hearing is you messed up. Is that right?
It's gonna be horrible, but it's still gonna be better than yours.
We'll see. You like hot sauce,
Hey,
right?
get out of here, you punk. Actually, I'm gonna throw some of that on at the end, so thank you.
All right, next up, I'm gonna go with Worcestershire sauce. It's one of my favorites. How much time is left?
12 minutes and 30 seconds.
Time running out and Kevin is adding his secret ingredient.
Can I have a little bit of that?
Nope.
All right.
Smell that?
Wow, yeah.
Get away from my dish.
That's messed up.
After smelling Kevin's dish, I can unfortunately say it's the best thing my nose has ever been introduced to. It's clear I'm gonna have to get my head in the game if I wanna claim the title Best Tide Pool Chef.
All right, so right now I'm at the point where my base is starting to solidify, but I haven't mixed it yet. So we're gonna go ahead and start mixing this up a little bit. Now, you see my seafood isn't fully done, but that's okay. We're gonna let it actually finish in this chowder. Ow, this is not a good idea, Nodla. And that way, we're gonna get those seafood flavors into the base.
But my chowder will never be complete without this one ingredient that my competition has so kindly cooked for me.
What did I just witness?
What? An amazing seafood chowder being made. We're gonna go ahead and remove all of the seafood that we have put in here. We've let it simmer enough. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna start to get all of the meat out of the crustaceans that I'm using. I'm also gonna start to mix my base a little bit better so we get that chowdery feeling. Oh my God, I forgot flour. Is it too late to add the flour?
Shortly after realizing I forgot to add flour to my chowder, I also realized that I never added the chicken broth. So now that those are added, it's time to process all of my seafood. And once again, Kevin surprises me with another secret ingredient.
You got clam juice, bro?
Well, I probably should have put a limit on how many secret ingredients were allowed in this competition, but it's too late now.
This is my limpet. I'm gonna save that as a garnish. So I'm gonna take these. Ow! They're all so hot still, but I don't have time to wait for them to cool. Kevin,
Yo.
where do I get those gloves? Okay, it still really hurts.
Now it's time for the part that will hopefully save my dish, and that's adding all of the meat to my base. Luckily, I know the judge likes tender meat, so let's hope I cooked all of these correctly. Plus, what is a cooking show without a fire 10-second montage? As we're both coming close to finishing our dishes, Kevin tells me that he brought
Local San Francisco sourdough. I'm gonna make a bread bowl. I'm gonna use the top of that to make some garlic bread, so.
Well, great. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Anyways, I've got to finish preparing my dish.
Just getting overcooked.
think I put a little bit too much clam juice, so we're gonna put a little bit more milk.
I'm done, Kevin. I'm just waiting for my pot to thicken right now.
We got 1 minute! Hot coming through.
Okay, let's go. Our cooking time is now up, and we need to plate our dishes for the judge. Our meals are now complete, and it's time for the judge to step in and decide who will be crowned the best tide pool chef.
2, 1, time! Nick, let's go with you first.
This is a classic seafood chowder. We just put a little bit of celery in there. We didn't want it to overpower the chowder. I'm really excited for you to try it.
Let's check it out.
That right there is a look of desperation. This has been a long day of dangerous hunting, exploring, and gathering. I gave it my all to win this competition, and it all comes down to this.
A tad bit of sand, I will have to say. There is a little bit of sand. I prefer all my meat tender, and I think you did a fantastic job with that. Another issue I have with this dish, though, it's a little too salty for me.
And add quite a bit of salt.
And now it's time for the judge to try Kevin's chowder.
This is a classic bread bowl chowder. Top of the bread bowl is garlic bread. I've got some oyster crackers on the side if that's your thing.
Okay, Kevin. Looks like we have a lot going on here. I'm excited to try it. Let's dive in. While both of you gentlemen put in a lot of hard work and effort today, there's only one of you that will be titled the best tide pool chef. And the winner is... Kevin!
Oh, that is such BS. That is the biggest. All right, it looks pretty good. Now that we know who the best tide pool chef is, it's time for me to face my punishment.
I brought an extra bottle of clam juice.
Ah, bro.
And I think I want you to give a big old swig of that.
Bottoms up, let's get it.